Hi, welcome to the episode of Mission's Workout from Home. It's me again, Mission, and I'm going to share with you today, is too much fiber bad for you? Okay, so if you just join to this channel, as always, feel free to like, share, and comment so that more people can watch this for free. And just a quick sharing with you that this is the final episode. This is the final 2 episodes of this season. After that, I'm going to take a short break and see how this plays out after that. Alright, so hope you guys can learn something from this. So all about fiber. Nothing much to add on. We go straight into it. Okay, so what is fiber? Alright, you have fiber is basically a form of carbohydrate, which is considered as a complex carbohydrate, which is hard. It's difficult for the body to digest. Now, if it's difficult for the body to digest, why do you need it? Because fiber has some benefits. It helps to reduce cholesterol levels. It helps to regulate your blood sugar levels. So it's also good. It also plays a very important role for digestive system. So this is why you need fiber, alright? But even though we all know that fiber, okay, where you can get fiber from, a lot of fruits and vegetables, anything that's high grain or whole grain, that is your best bet. But the problem is, a lot of people think that, this is good, right? Fiber is good, fiber is great, right? So I'm going to take every fiber that I can. So is there any problem with it if you're taking too much fiber? Now, how much is too much of fiber? So there's a range. So you follow this follows WHO in this one. So WHO suggested everyone, adults, you should be having 38. Sorry, if you're male, it's going to be 28 to 38 grams of fiber per day. All right. So 28 grams of fiber, just to clarify, it's not you take a 28 gram of let's say a fruit, and you say, oh, this is 28 grams of fiber. It's not like this. So it's like you have an apple, and then inside has like maybe per fruit you have 1 or 2 grams of fiber, and then you have your vegetables, your whole grains, so on and so forth. That's how you get your fiber. Now, so most people are going to be, they suggest us to be 28 to 38. If you are female, it's going to be 20 to 30. Alright, now these are not hard numbers, these are guidelines. So you don't have to really stick. Doesn't mean 19 is rubbish or 39 is not good. It's just these are just some average suggestion. If one should want to have a healthy lifestyle, this is the amount of fiber you want to consume. Okay, so if you have all this fiber in, what is good, it helps you to reduce your blood cholesterol, regulate your blood sugar level, it helps you in your digestive system. In other words, it helps you to go to the toilet easier. So if you are constipation, you have a hard time going to the toilet, you might want to check your diet. Maybe you're lacking of fruits and vegetables, you put more inside, especially if you never do it before, you just going to have more fruits, more vegetables into your diet. You'll be amazed that you can go to the toilet easier, right? And going to the toilet is not just for digestive purpose and stuff. I'm pretty sure it makes you feel good also, so you don't have that like bloated kind of feeling, right? So in a nutshell, fiber, great thing to have. And also one more thing, fiber helps to fiber helps to increase your reduce your hunger level as well. So for example, right, if you, in fact you can try it, right? I've tried it before. You have, like, let's say you buy 5 or 6 apples, you wash it, let's say they're going to expire tomorrow or they're going to get rotten in a few days. You buy 5 to 6 apples and you eat 5 to 6 apples at one go, you suddenly feel very full and you just like couldn't move like that, as if like you had a very big meal like that. Why is it so? Because fiber keeps staying longer in your body, so meaning you feel more full. Alright, so next time you always find yourself having craving, getting very hungry easily, one suggestion for you is to actually put fiber into your diet. So if you have more fiber into your diet, right, not a bad idea. You have some fiber in, it's going to help you in your not digestive system wise, it also help to curb your hunger, right? Which makes a lot of sense. In fact, when using my clients as an example, when they go and when they used to like eat whatever, they don't take care of their diet much. Once they put more fruits and vegetables, they find out they get more full easily compared to like example they have more fruits and vegetables instead of having more rice, for example. So they will find themselves more full. In fact, if you are, let's say, to go to the extreme level, you look at bodybuilders, when they're a few weeks going to the stage, they will be eating very little calories. They'll be using a lot of fruits and vegetables. They don't have a luxury to go and have it, spend it on other carbohydrates like pasta or ice creams or junk foods. They don't have that much luxury to do it. So there's a reason for that, right? So okay, so we all know about, alright, we get it, mission, fiber is great. Now, is there a downside if we take too much, right? So I never thought of that, but when these questions pop into my mind, I go and do some understanding, some reading, some research, and using myself an experiment. I find out that, is there a downside of having too much of fiber? The answer is yes. How much is too much? Again, it's going to be general recommendation 28, 38 is beyond 38. Let's say you're going up to 50 or even 60 grams of fiber. That is a lot of fiber, by the way, right? But let's pretend, go to that. I have been there before. I've been up to 50 grams a day of fiber. I tell you what happened. One, please don't try it, alright? I'm just sharing with you. Number one, you go to toilet very frequently. You have diarrhea, alright? Simply put it this way. Why is it so? Because remember we say fiber is shown to help to improve the digestive system. So if you have too much fiber, the process is too smooth. Right? So if you constantly want to go to the toilet and just let it all out. I tried it before, right? Not fun. Constantly go to the toilet. You thought you eat something wrong or what? Turns out it's not. It's just because it's just too much fiber. But once the fiber has get away from the body, so not get away, like has excreted out. Turns out you'll be okay, back to your normal self. Just share with you. Alright. So another problem is too much fiber, right? If you have too much of fiber, you will also go to a problem where it's too bloated, which makes total sense. Remember just now we said fiber keeps you very full. So if you have too much fiber, right, it's going to cause you like constantly very full and full, bloated. Don't feel like moving, sluggish. These are some of the symptoms they share. I've also tried it before. When you have a lot of fiber at one go, for example, right, it's a fruit season, we love the fruit, so we eat a lot of the fruits, we forgot about the fiber. So it turns out you feel very bloated, always very full. It's just not fun. Just think about, like food coma. Have you heard that before? So it's kind of like a food coma. So not advisable, right? And number three, if you have too much fiber, there's nothing wrong with that. But let me say the downside, another downside of too much fiber is that, believe it or not, I'm going to state the obvious here, is that fiber, if you eat too much, is going to cause you a little bit of farting problem. Okay, so for example, right, if you have too much of the fruits or vegetables a lot, you don't control that. Some people report they have problem with what we call bowel problem or bowel syndrome. Right, so the reason like you constantly go to the toilet, as we said, and you keep on fart, you keep on release the gas, and the gas, trust me, it's not those regular gas. It is a very stinky kind of gas, and it's silent one. You all know a silent fart is a deadly fart, right? So you might want to avoid that. Okay, so these are the downside of having fiber. So fiber, people, some of them they categorize it. So which one should I have, more soluble fiber or more insoluble fiber? So what does that mean? I'll share with you. Soluble fiber means fibers that help you to what is that called? To regulate your to regulate your blood sugar levels, glucose level, and so on. This is what soluble fiber. In other words, it will dissolve soluble, alright? Insoluble fiber means the body cannot accept and digest. You just whatever go in, you just let it out. This one is important for for excretion purpose. That means if you want to go to poop, example, theoretically, if you want to poop a lot, you want to take the insoluble fiber more than soluble fiber. But there's a flaw if you keep on want to find soluble fiber and insoluble fiber. Why is that? The reason why you don't want to segregate, like, okay, I'm going to have a bit more insoluble fiber or soluble fiber, is because every single not all fiber are, they're not mutually exclusive. Meaning, you have, example, nuts and seeds, right? They're not going to be like, even though they are categorized as a soluble fiber, but that doesn't mean it's 100% soluble fiber. There is a little bit of insoluble fiber inside as well. So you cannot like 98.2 or 80-20, it doesn't work like that. It's a mixed bag of everything. And all these are nutrients. You cannot remove nutrients unless you are in a lab. You can do genetic modified food or what, then that's different. So in other words, you don't have to worry too much. Oh, I should have more soluble fiber or insoluble fiber. You don't have to do that, right? So just to share with you, okay? So sum it up on this topic, this quick one is that fiber, good for you, good for digestive system, good for giving nutrients, helps you go to the toilet easier, smoother, makes you more full. These are good. Downside, have it too much, go to the toilet very frequent, have a horrible stinky fart, and also last but not least, you constantly feel bloated if you have too much. Okay, so should you have insoluble or soluble fiber? My suggestion is you don't have to treat it mutually exclusive. Whatever food that has fiber, just go with it. Okay, so this goes to another question. Can fiber help you to lose weight? So you always see people sell you this health supplements. Now you can obviously get fiber from fruits and vegetables, right? Yes, we have been doing this since human exists, alright? Right? Humans have been eating plants, animals since a few 10,000, 20,000 years ago, maybe longer than that. So just a suggestion. So in other words, this is the natural way of getting fiber. Now, for example, in today's world, most of us have struggling to get fiber. So what do? You always see some people will sell you. It's called a fiber supplement. So the idea is that if you cannot consume fiber via fruits and vegetables, getting those supplements help you to fill in the gap if you cannot get the fiber in. That is not a bad idea. You can get it in. So this is a good way to add fiber in. Okay, but does this mean? But this is where usually you just have. We don't call it false advertising, but I would say it's like misleading or giving some misconception. Is that fiber helps you to lose weight? So is this true or not? The idea is actually the same. I'm going to repeat this over and over again. Calorie is king. You got to take care. As long as calories is controlled, whether you have fiber or not, pretty much same outcome. So meaning, if you don't have enough, if your calories are controlled and you don't have enough fiber, get those fiber supplement in. Good idea. But if you are, let's say, if you want to lose weight, you need to be on a caloric deficit. But instead of that, you go and have too much of fruits and vegetables and a lot of fiber supplements, which brings you to a surplus instead of deficit. So this means you are not only cannot lose weight, you might actually gain weight because you have too much of these fiber supplements. All right. So this is just give you a glimpse of what happens if you take. Is it going to help you to lose weight? So long answer short, actually it doesn't help you to lose weight as far as we are concerned. Turns out calories, there's a bigger picture compared to how much fiber do I have, right? So remember, take care of calories first, then followed by your nutrients if your goal is to lose weight, right? So simply put it this way, can you want to have those fiber supplements? If you lack of fiber, go ahead. But if you keep having problem going to the toilet or keep going to the toilet because of too much suspecting of too much fiber, then maybe don't need to use the supplement, right? So alright, so that's it I guess for this episode. So long cut short, is too much fiber bad for you? Just like anything, too much of a good thing can be bad, but that doesn't mean you're doomed or it's not something that's dangerous or poisonous or kill you. I doubt that, right? But just share with you, as we know now, it doesn't do much. So you just want to take note about all this, okay? So I guess that's it. That's the end of this fiber topic. So I hope this episode helps you well. So next time you see a fiber product, don't panic and don't take everything that you can. Suggestion is just look at it, see if it helps you or not. If it helps, take. Most important, feel free to experiment. Okay, just try it. Don't go to the extreme. Whatever if you're having this supplement, they usually tell you how much dosage to take. What is the intake per day? You can do it. If they say 3 times a day, you have it 3 times a day. Don't go and have 10 pills a day and then you wonder having all the side effects of one kind. So we want to avoid that, right? So that's it for today, okay? But to be frank, I have my biases. I would always strongly suggest, if someone to ask me, how do I increase my fiber intake? My suggestion for you is the following: stick to fruits and vegetables. You cannot go wrong with that, rarely, alright, unless you do stupid stuff. And there you go. Okay, so I hope this episode helped. I will catch you on next episode, which is on Thursday. So this coming Thursday is the final episode of season 5. I'm going to do a workout on the training on the legs, the training on the quads, hamstring, and on the butt. Okay, so I'm going to catch you on Thursday, so you guys stay safe, and always remember you can always work out from home. So till then, you guys stay safe. I'll talk to you on the next episode. Bye bye.